morning, boss, and welcome to another morning update. Once again, brilliant work on that show. I'm proud of you, boss. Very, very, very nice work. All right. Good news, good news, good news, good news today. So, okay, we jumped into the assets here. Now, what we've done is, for example, okay, fixed up the coloring on you. Let's go push play, for example. Okay, so now, right. Here we go here. So that is, uh, well, now here's the thing, boss. Yeah, Unreal does do what's called camera. It does do exposure control. So you'll see, for example, if I do the number 8 animation, and at the same time, while we're doing the number 8 animation, check this out. There is no. Okay, my computer is very slow, but there is no ball whatsoever. The ball is gone completely. It does not exist. But now, just to show you something over here quickly. If you're over here now, for example, the camera has actually exposed itself to here. As soon as I'm going to jump to you, watch how it's going to start adjusting again. Did you see that? It's dark and it slowly brings it in. So it's like a real camera. It does do its own auto adjustments and everything else. But image wise and everything else, we definitely fixed up the image, your image on it as well. The old one was tailored a lot more towards the previous settings I had done was tailored a lot more to your web footage. So you'll see now that this is it's very close to the original one. Very close. If yeah, so yeah, that's looking good. Now back wall. What I've done to the back wall is and hold on, there's ways you can adjust these. So on the back wall now, for example, if we go, where's one of the walls? Okay, over here now we took away any specular effect on it whatsoever. So now it's showing close to the true image that it is, but it's not actually receiving the specular lights from around it. So again, it looks very good. I mean, I kind of feel it looks very good. So yeah, that's kind of all the lighting and that has been sorted out, and the ball has gone completely. So just to make if I pause it, just to make a comparison, for example, so we had this one, which was very over compressed kind of image, and now of course this is by far very much more true to the original image. And again, the back where it was washed out there now, boss, I've actually paused you almost the same spot. Was kind of yeah, that's also kind of fixed up now. Okay, you do have controls over these, but here's the thing, be careful when you play with the controls, because what happens, that auto exposure, for example, if you make the background much more brighter, it's going to dim itself to the background because it's too bright. So it's going to dim itself down, which will make you, who's right close to the camera, very dark. So you definitely always want the background dimmer than you, so the camera can actually focus on you and set the exposure to you, not get a very bright light behind you where the poor camera has to, it's exactly like real life, you know what I mean? So imagine like the sun behind you when you're taking a photograph. If the sun is behind you, all you'll see is a silhouette, you know what I mean, because the camera's trying to adjust to that light there. So you definitely want the talent behind you a lot dimmer. That is why, but the camera, how do you say it, fixes up towards that, So now here, okay, take note here, boss. Okay, so here are the settings if you want to change anything. Okay, main host, if you remember correctly, this was where your stuff is. Right, over here now, over here, right, we just play around with the widgets and everything else and changed all the stuff here. So all you got to do here now, for example, I've got your 0.4 right there. This one here, that is the brightness of you. You can make it a lot brighter. I strongly don't recommend it because then you become far too bright. But it's up to you, depending on the footage you filmed that day and everything else, you can actually alter that as well. So we've got two settings here. We've got this one here, which is for the top one. I'll put this right above here. Okay, that's the brightness. And of course, you've got the setting right down here. I'm going to move this right there for us. Okay, so this one is for your green screen percentage. And the top one here, of course, is for your brightness of your image. right? And this is your this okay. That's all other stuff. So okay, we apply that. It still should be exactly the same. All right. Now on the back wall footage, for example, I've lost my mouse. Uh, on the backdrop footage, for example, that was boss. I keep on forgetting which one it was. Look back video, I think, is the one I've used. Or give me back my mouse. Yeah, it's got to be look back video. Yeah, it's definitely this one. Okay, let me give my mouse back and. All right. So now on this one over here, all we've done is we've got the multiplier here, right? We've set the specular to 0. Now, your multiplier here, boss, is 0.1. It's very low. But now here's the problem. If I make this 1, right? You'll see what I was trying to explain to you right now. So we apply that over there. Right, and now we're going to push play. Okay, so now it's extremely bright. So what happens is as soon as you start animations and everything else, you'll see kind of like you've disappeared. You know, you're there, but you've kind of disappeared out of the image. You know what I mean? So it just looks like a very, 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 very bright image there. So you want to play around with those settings to something that you are very comfortable with as well. As you can see now, all of a sudden, you're no longer the focus of the show. Actually, the focus of the show is the back screen there. So, yeah, what we want to do is we're just going to go back there and let's take this back down to 0.1. I kind of like it at 0.1, but again, it's preference, boss. You can change it to anything you want. It's up to you. Yeah, much better. Now you'll see straight away that's in the background. You are now the focus of the shot. At the same time, we can make it brighter. I mean, you could definitely make it 0.2, but 0.1 is great. I think it looks nice. 0.2 is also nice. So let's just start the show again. Right, and then we go to. So you'll see the whole time the exposure control, which is marvelous. I mean, that this thing is doing as well. It's kind of epic, where it's actually just constantly adjusting with the lights around it and trying to set them up. Right, as a default, okay, this is not the show. I took the show footage out, and I've left the looped freedom part in the background because I kind of feel like if you want to make a very fast video, for example, and you don't have anything to show in the background, then all you record yourself quickly is with your green screen and say, yo, this is what's up. And then, of course, you can just quickly, without having to put anything in the background, you'll have, we help you grow faster the whole time, you know, in the background there, making things look cool. Anyway, okay, so that's all the settings taken care of, boss. Right, let me know what you think about it. Now, what I'm thinking, what I'd like to try, for example, is, you know, if, for example, we had to change the George show to the video, which is the freedom video, which I love what you've done there as well. So if we put that video and these over here on the George show parts, without having to go through the menu, every one of these plaques, screens can actually be changed and edited out of Unreal by just replacing those files. So maybe we could have like a gent make us a quick Windows little thing, you know, like a quick Windows little thing. And it says screens, media files, and all that guys do, all they do is it takes those media files, just dumps them into the directory of the exe, and then launches the exe. So we got like a launch over the exe, which means straight away the gents have got customizable footage, one shot, bam, 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 and that kind of thing. I don't know if that's doable, boss. If it is, it could make us step very closer to the right direction. And I'm pretty sure it's one of the, you know, the programmers, it's just a little, imagine a little UI on Windows before it launches Unreal, so that it will actually execute the Unreal file, you know. But what it does is it takes care of the folders, copies the media across, and then throws it out, you know. Only catch is images have to be compiled, ironically enough. So the images will have to go through the whole process of being compiled. Although I'm going to look more carefully into that, because if the images don't have to be compiled, again, we could use a little thing like that. But then we still got to give them control over the green screening strength and that kind of thing. We still got to give them that kind of control. So yeah, either way, we're definitely getting there. I'm compiling this now. I'm gonna send you this whole working one, boss. And yeah, once again, brilliant work on the show. I love what you did with that camera part in the beginning. It was just amazing. And again, it's quite interesting that you can actually be creative with this tool. Even though it's still very beginning. Wow. Anyway, as always, boss, have an epic day. Thanks for everything. And right, I'm gonna send you the link of the uploaded. Yeah, it's one of those big ones. It's gonna be a working one. So I'm gonna send you another 4 gig monster. Right on. As always, thanks, boss. Over and yep. Wait, I'm still in the game there. So Alt tab. Yeah, okay. Over and out.